He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Jordan Rice takes out Trey Cluxton right. Right back to Jack. The ball. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Hart. Cross, get out, ball later. In play, that's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver! And that is destroyed! Yeah, tie game! 60. Going, caught and robbed from Sam Thomas. He'll throw over to first and double him up. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Jordan Rice takes out Trey Cluxton right. Right back to Jack. The ball. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Hart. Cross, get out, ball later. And he might have just missed it. Caught and robbed from Jordan Rice. And that's a shot. That calls on a play. Oh, and moonshot. Oh, he robbed it. What a catch. What a catch. Bears coming home. What a play! What a play! The double play from Jerry Langston. And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver. He's advancing home. I don't know if I like it. Oh! He got him. Oh my God! He crossed the plate before he was there. Going, caught and robbed from Sam Thomas. He'll throw over to first and double him up. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil. Oh! Philip Rosenbach, walked off the season. No! Cross, get out, ball later. And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver. That ball's in play. Goes back, Keen McCain. Thomas Playhouse makes the grab. Are you running for He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. I like it. That ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll from Keen McCain. Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil.
We have entered the dog days of summer midway through this season, and we have a big-time matchup here on a Wednesday night. Two teams trying to chase down first as the Central Cyclones get ready to take on the Northern Nighthawks. I'm Trevor Butler, that's Neil Pape. It's good to be with you here from Edmonds, Washington, and it's certainly good to be back. Neil, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. We got good weather today. If you missed the Monday's game, it was pouring rain out here. A little bit happy to have a little bit better weather. Hopefully we can get a couple more dingers out. It's a little bit difficult in the weather earlier this week, but looking forward to a good game, Trevor.
Certainly wouldn't mind a few more homers. It's going to be a great one today. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at our starting lineups. First for the home team, the Central Cyclones.
Jackson Carr, I'm Ham.
Zane Phillips, Mount Lake Terrace High School.
Max Melendez, Blazers.
Eddie Brown, St. Pius 10th School Elementary.
David Gibbons, Western Oregon University.
Salou Fati, Washington.
And for the visiting Northern Nighthawks today,
Jack Blayhouse, University of Washington.
Drew Gradwell, Blue Mountain State University. Go Goats.
Philip Rosenbacher, Meadowdale High School.
Chance Justice, ITT Tech.
Philip Thomas, Meadowdale Middle School.
Now these are two teams, like we said, fighting for the top of the league. The Nighthawks, of course, no strangers to being in this position. They were toward the top last year, but the Cyclones have really come charging up the standings this season. Two teams with fantastic offensive attacks. The big matchup today is going to be Drew Gradwell on the hill for the Nighthawks and Zane Phillips at the plate for the Cyclones. A movable object versus unstoppable force. We are set for a good one between those two as we finish up a little last-second warm-ups here.
Yeah, I believe if you actually take a look at the standings, you're mentioning these two teams competing for the top of the leaderboard. This is the last match in week 5, so a couple teams behind, but these teams, I believe, actually in 3rd and 4th place. A win from either of these teams actually bumped them up to 2nd. So really an important game here, and that's even with a 2-1. A sweep would put the Nighthawks, I believe, tied with the Mojo for 1st place. The Cyclones right now 1 point behind the Nighthawks would put them 1 point behind the Mojo if they were to sweep here today, but I don't expect that's going to happen, since these two teams I expect are going to be quite closely matched up.
Yeah, it should be a really good one. We've got two fantastic pitchers on the hill. Eddie Brown towing the slab a couple times today for the Cyclones. Sports a 225 over 21 and a third in this, I guess you can't say young season anymore because we're about halfway through, but through the first 4 weeks of the year. And of course, Drew Gradwell sporting a 1.89 over 27 frames spun. He's been formidable this year and certainly one of the guys we'll be looking for toward the end of the year for a potential Cy Young run as Chance Justice gets ready to lead us off here. Last matchup of week 5 on what is shaping up to be a pretty nice Tuesday or a Wednesday evening here. Justice steps in and we're ready to roll. First offering just misses inside, taken for ball 1, and we get things going at 5:52. 1-0 from Brown, popped up right side. He'll track it over, steps once into foul territory, and hauls it in for a quick first out on 2 pitches. Brown looking for an efficient afternoon today as Blayhouse steps in. First at-bat of the contest for the 2-hole hitter, and he takes a strike at 54. Watched one just catching the bottom part of the zone. Now the 0-1 in at 57, good for strike 2, and quickly the third baseman today will have to defend. Wicked off-speed there. So we'll try it again here. This one poked foul, he stays alive. So Blayhouse hitting 489 on this season so far. That runs inside, skips off the front leg. He'll take it for ball 2. Got a great evening. The partial cloud coverage here in the PNW. Very little wind as that's gonna miss downstairs. Ball 3 and the count is full.
Blayhouse being quite patient with his swings. Going for potential final pitch, gonna foul it back. Stays alive.
Doing a nice job working the count here. Already 7 pitches into it. Pay off again, misses up and in, and it's an 8-pitch walk. Jack Blehouse, selective in the early going, doing a nice job of getting himself aboard. So makes way for Drew Gradwell, of course. He's going to be the guy to watch on the hill, but sports a .375 batting average at the plate. 5 homers on the season and 43 plate appearances. Matchup of the 2 pitchers here. First offering in at 59, taken for strike 1. And that's what we've seen a lot of out of the Nighthawks today, taking a lot of pitches. That'll miss inside, count runs even. Taking a lot of pitches, trying to make Brown work. Of course, we'll likely see him and Gradwell as that just misses. See them for 2 games today. 2-1 pitch. In at the knees, but missing inside, ball 3. It was a quick first out on the foul territory pop-up. This is grounded hard left side. Melendez is there, pops up, throws to first, over the head of Carr. Blehouse will round and head to third. Everybody's safe as the throw just sailed a little over the outstretched hand of Jackson Carr.
I think keep your eyes on Jack Blehouse there. Very marquee of him getting onto 1 base, through a walk on his turn at bat, and follows up with some aggressive base running, making it all the way to third off of the single. Actually, Drew Gradwell advanced to second because of the ball going off the brick wall. Philip Grossenbacher will now step in, runners at second and third.
First pitch into Grossenbacher, taken for a strike. As the 0-1 grounded left side, throw is going to go to first. It was a double clutch, but just in time to get Grossenbacher out on the throw, but Blehouse scores. Easy play there to give the Nighthawks a 1-0 lead here in the early going. Got to plug in our scoring stuff here.
Justice, though, we'll take ball 1 of the first pitch. 1 swing at the strike straight down the middle from Eddie Brown. 3rd pitch here. 62, it's going to be a no pitch.
Of course, still working with the 60-mile-an-hour speed limit. 1-1 misses outside. So the Nighthawks take the early lead, 1 run on 1 hit so far. RBI ground out from Philip Grossenbacher. As the 2-1 is tipped foul to the backstop, and it's 2-2. Fantastic opportunity here for Chance Justice to knock in the run from second as he watches low ball 3. Brown looking to get out of the inning. 22 pitches thrown so far. As he kicks and deals. And catches that high inside corner. Strike 3, looking a fantastic pitch to get out of the frame by Eddie Brown. But the Nighthawks get 1 on 1 hit. They leave 1 aboard. A lot of ones there. And a productive first inning. So Neil, tell me, what are you looking for today out of Drew Gradwell?
Out of Drew Gradwell, keeping up with the consistent pitching. I think he's been the best pitcher we've had in the league for quite some time now. And keep the Nighthawks competitive. Cyclones team you have to be scared at on the mound, especially with Zane Phillips. Been incredible hitter, especially looking out for those home runs. See if they'll be able to get some of those coming up, or just some consistent batting. Only saw 1 hit out from the Nighthawks, even though they saw some base runners coming out. See how they're able to match.
And it will be interesting. Jackson Carr set to lead us off, still searching for his first homer of the campaign. Fantastic last year. And we'll see if he's got a second half surge in him for a Cyclones team that, as we've said, finds itself right in the thick of contention here at the midway point of the season. Serious threat, and with the offense they've got, it's certainly nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, definitely a different position than they would have found themselves at this point last season. Definitely, they were at the bottom of the standings for quite a bit before having a last-minute resurgence toward the end of the season, almost making that playoff cutoff, but unfortunately not making it. Having a bit of a revenge season here. Look to get in with pitch 1 here from Drew Gradwell.
Gradwell waits and delivers. First offering in at 57 for a strike on that high inside corner. As Carr awaits and takes strike two. Found him inside, found him outside, keeping him mixed up early. Went about halfway around, and they're gonna say he held off. 1 and 2, chopped over toward Gradwell, makes the play on a couple hops and applies the tag. Chased Carr over toward first. And an easy ground out for a quick first out.
Now, if there were to be a man that you would be worried about at home plate, is Zane Phillips here. See how he's going to start off this inning for the Cyclones.
First pitch to Phillips misses inside, and that's how we'll get this matchup going. This is the one that we'll have circled for sure. So that'll miss as well. 2-0 missing outside. So quickly 3-0. As a get me across strike finds that low inside corner. 3-1 hitters count, missing outside. And a 5-pitch walk to Zane Phillips. First base runner allowed by Gradwell today.
Now, in a similar position the Nighthawks found themselves in at the top of this inning, start off with an easy out, end up with a walk with the second batter. Eddie Brown will now step in, see if they were to deviate from where the Nighthawks were.
First pitch to Brown finds the zone at 58. Gradwell only 22 free passes issued on the year as that's peppered back up the middle. Stumbling is Phillips. Throw to first in time. We'll have to take a look at it. Looked close over there at first. It was a great play by Chance Justice.
I'd recommend if you're
Wind a little bit.
Oh yeah, safe.
So after review, they'll call it safe. Sorry, I stepped on your toes right there. My fault.
No worries.
They'll call it safe. Phillips out at second. He tripped and fell. So Brown and Phillips swap spots as Max Melendez steps in with 2 down. Waiting on the first pitch and takes 59. Gradwell doing a nice job of just kind of towing the line as that's popped up center field. Justice comes in on it, gets called off, and Grossenbacher camps out under it for a quick third out. Cyclones leave a man aboard but get nothing out of it. No runs on 1 hit. We head to the second. 1-0 Nighthawks your score here in game 1.
Who's up? Whoever's hitting second. Gotcha.
So a second inning of work on the way for Eddie Brown. 23 pitches in the first frame. He'll see 2, 3, and 4. Jack Playhouse to lead us off. Walked his first time up a frame ago. Sports that 500 average for the season. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. As he wears it to open up this at bat. Only 3 homers on the year, looking for number 4 as that'll miss up high, ball 2. 13 balls, 12 strikes so far for Brown. As that's tapped foul, Playhouse takes a big step into it. Still ahead in the count, 2-1. As he pops this one up left side, tough play with the umbrella and the camera, but Zane Phillips catches it on a little bounce, almost intentionally bobbling it there. Nice play for the first out here in the second.
So that play probably redeemed himself from the stumble he had in between first and second on the offensive side.
That's a challenging play for Phillips to make. You're coming crashing into that field mic. So one away for Drew Gradwall, who takes the ball. 1 for 1 with a single so far in this one, as that'll just miss outside. Nighthawks continuing to make Brown work. No free opportunities. Ground ball left side, past the outstretched hand of Max Melendez. Gradwall thinks about second, takes a turn, but slams on the brakes and takes a 1-out single. 2 for 2 on the afternoon.
Melendez isn't quite able to get a hand on that ball as it originally passes by him. Able to get over quick enough. Eddie Brown covers second, keeps Drew Gradwall to just a single base. Philip Grossenbacher now step in.
First pitch inside, he'll wear it. And it's tough because these wiffle balls are coming off the bat real quick. I mean, they're humming. That'll miss low and outside for ball 2, so it's tough to make those snap plays when you're having to, you know, go maybe more than a step or 2 outside of your range. This one's popped up right field underneath of his car, and he makes the easy play for the second out. Carr getting a lot of work over there at first base here in the early going. So lineup turns for Chance Justice. 0 for 2 on the day. The last out of that first inning, he'll look to move Gradwall along here as he jumps ahead 2-0. Brown really trying to work the off speed. A lot of interesting motion on that pitch as the 2-0 comes home. And misses in a similar spot. 3-0 ahead is Chance Justice, and we'll see if he auto takes this one. The Rockin' Fire. Up high, ball 4. Might have thought about it for a second. Started to gesture as if he was going to swing, but holds off, takes a walk, and it's first and second for Jack Playhouse. 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out in this one. We'll see what he can empty out of the tank here in his third plate appearance of the day. First pitch, smashed out toward right field, but it gets hung up there in the wind, and Carr is there. Busy frame for the first baseman, Jackson Carr. But the Nighthawks strand a man. We're on to the bottom of the second. 1-0 your score. So after his prolific top of the second defensively, Jackson Carr is going to get a run of the plate here. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. First pitch from Gradwall is in at 57 on that lower half of the plate. That one missed behind him. Tried to put some real break on that. Couldn't quite do it. 1-1 pitch. Just catches that outside part of the frame. Fantastic location there. 1-2. Cut on and missed at 58. And down swinging goes Jackson Carr.
Drew Gradwall's been doing a really good job of staying just under that speed limit. A lot of 58s, 59s. Just sneaking it in there. Gets Jackson Carr out. Zane Phillips now step in. Was able to make it on first base. It's last time at bat, but was unable to make it to second. See what he's able to replicate here.
So round 2 between these guys. Ground ball left side. Playhouse there on a couple steps. Slipped as he threw it. It just sneaks out of the hand of Grossenbacher. And Zane Phillips is aboard. Attacking approach at the plate for Zane Phillips. And he finds himself on first with a base hit single. And you'd have to think that's what makes Gradwall so dominant, is he can toe that line as this one's tapped foul nearly back toward us. Brown 1 for 1 on the day, but you know, if you can consistently sit in that 58 to 60 mile an hour range, you find yourself, you know, opening more batters up to take, because they're taking the gamble of saying maybe it's 61 or 62. That's in for strike 2, and Brown falls behind. You force them to take a gamble, and they have to defend a little more, as that's tapped foul to the backstop.
I think you're exactly right with that point. Kind of see that happening here with Eddie Brown behind 1. Definitely 1 strike at 57.
1-2 just missing outside. A lot of break on it. Dropped in.
Twos are full.
As here's the rock and deal. Swung on and missed. Chased 58. Couldn't connect. A pair of punch-outs here in the second inning from Drew Gradwall, who's trying to efficiently work through this Cyclones lineup. Only 24 pitches so far. As you'll see Max Melendez, the 4-hole hitter, cleanup man today for the Cyclones. Melendez looking for a knock here, 0 for 1 with a flyout today. First pitch runs in on him for ball 1. That slots in at 58. Fantastic placement right there to move the count square, and same spot, same result, taken for strike 2. Looking for a third strikeout of the inning. Got him at 58. Whole heck of a lot of break on that one. A 3-strikeout second. And we head to the third and final frame here in Game 1. Nighthawks still preserving a 1-0 lead. So it'll be Drew Gradwall to lead off this third inning. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, a pair of singles so far. As the third battle gets underway. The pitch that just misses outside. Some weird spin on that one. You could really, I guess laces isn't the right word because it's a wiffle ball. As that's pulled left side just under the hand of Phillips. In for a third single is Drew Gradwall. Productive at the plate. Making his own offense. I was going to say, you can't really call them laces because it's a wiffle ball and not a baseball, but I guess holes would be the right word. First pitch to Blehouse. He wears, or Grossenbacher, my apologies, wears it off that front leg. 1-0 now, just catching the zone. It's a great pitch right there. So the 1-1 is a healthy cut, but he can't connect. This one taps foul. He stays alive.
Catcher didn't catch it.
No foul tip third strike rule here in the AWA. As he thought about it, but just holds off. It's 2-2.
Definitely thought about going. Even gets the congratulations from his teammates in the dugout.
Is again a tough pitch to take right there. Just misses outside, and he's worked the count back full. Gradwall over on first. Grossenbacher looking to move him along, and he'll do just that. Nobody covering first. Carr chased Gradwall to second, and back-to-back singles to open up this third. As Chance Justice gets the opportunity to knock in some insurance runs for his starter out on second right now.
And Melendez just isn't quite able to get a solid hand on it, struggles with it a little bit, allows Grossenbacher to get onto first base. Wasn't really an opportunity there for the out. Now runners on first and second. We'll see if Chance Justice is able to put more points on the board.
First pitch grounded left side, and I'll get the force at third, but nothing more. So Gradwall is retired over there at third. Grossenbacher will move to second. Now we got to plug this all out. As Blehouse singles up the middle. He'll find himself safe. It was a nice play by Melendez to rein it in on step on second for the second out, but no throw over to first.
Now they weren't able to get the leading runner there, but battles back to getting to 2 outs here. They're able to hold off, keep the Nighthawks to 1 point.
First pitch to Gradwall. Taken for a strike. As this one's tapped foul, he falls behind 0-2.
61.
My apologies, it was 61. 0-1 again, misses up and out. Brown up to 50 total pitches. As he deals here, and it's blasted left field, but it's going to get caught up in the jet stream for a third out. Couple runners get aboard, but nobody scores, and we head to the bottom of the third. Cyclones need a run to tie, a pair to walk it off here in game one.
Top of the order.
Bottom of the third now. Nighthawks leading with just one run. Cyclones will need to put one on the board to tie this game, bring us to extras. Two will give them the win in this first game. It's going to be ball one. Jackson Carr. We follow it up with a strike. Ball's going to miss low. Ball two.
So a big chance here for Jackson Carr to really provide a spark. Just got to get aboard if you're the leadoff man here. 3-1 pitch. Push back up the middle. Tough play over for Justice, and he can't get there. Jackson Carr starts things off with a single, his first hit of the day, and I'd have to assume this isn't the guy you want to see up representing the winning run.
Definitely not if you're the Nighthawks. Though, Drew Gradwell's been pretty good on the mound of being able to deal with him so far. Going to take a swing at that ball that went high.
Huge cut right here. 0-1 misses inside, and this is going to be a good one. Get your popcorn ready. We have got quite a battle here. 1-1 pitch from Gradwell. Just missing outside. Trying to nibble at the corners, not give Phillips anything to unload on. As he misses inside, 3-1. We'll see if Phillips swings away here. Leaves it down low, ball four, and the winning run takes a walk over to first. First and second, nobody away for Eddie Brown.
I think you heard Gradwell getting a little bit frustrated with his placement there, but I think giving Phillips the walk instead of giving him a good chance to hit, it's probably not the worst outcome here, though you will deal with two runners on bases with no outs down. Eddie Brown now, another chance for the Nighthawks.
Pops the first pitch left side. Blehouse finds himself under it for the first out. Aggressive early approach from Eddie Brown, but a nice play from Jack Blehouse. It took a little bit of weird movement on him out there, but he's able to haul it in. Everybody holds up, and it's Max Melendez. Pops one up, similar spot. Blehouse comes in, stays on his feet. There's a little mud out there. A little risky, but quickly 2 outs. And all of a sudden, that high leverage situation gets sent back to Jackson Carr. Brown will take over at second. First pitch from Gradwell. Just misses low, ball one. Huge cut at 54 right there. Carr can't connect. Tying run sits on second. 1-1 pitch. Downstairs, ball two. Cyclones looking to steal game one. Healthy hack at 53, but a lot of break, and it's 2-2. Gradwell, the rock and fire. Gets out of it, 60 on the dot. 2 aboard, nobody gone, unfazed for Drew Gradwell, who sits down 3 in a row, and the Nighthawks take game one of the series, 1-0 your final score.
That was really good. Anytime there's an opportunity for a rhythm. I like how you're slowing it down. Yeah. More accurate. Well, I think the series you weren't here.
You can do the same.
Yeah.
Well, after game one, it only seems right that Drew Gradwall is our player of the game. Let's kick it on down to Robert, who's got him for a post-game interview.
All right, Drew, talk about the pitching performance really from both sides. How does that mentality change in the clubhouse when it's that tight?
Yeah, you know, it's tough. You're just trying to put one run on the board. Eddie's got some good stuff on the mound on the other team, and, you know, I'm just trying to do my best, keep the score down and get the win for my team. So,
what are you noticing on the mound that's giving you an advantage so far?
You know, I'm kind of just trying to locate my spots. It's been about a month since we played, so kind of getting back into it. But everything feels pretty good right now. So just try and keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully good results follow.
All right, good luck in game two. Back to booth, guys.
So just before we get going here in game two, nothing much to report in terms of new lineups. Nighthawks going with the same lineup from game one. Justice leads off, plays second. Playhouse bats second, plays third. Gradwall back on the bump, hitting third. And then Philip Grossenbacher rounds out the order, playing first. Only real notable is Max Melendez taking over on the hill for the Cyclones. So he'll bat fourth and toe the rubber. Brown moves over to second. Phillips still over at third. Jackson Carr still at first. Nighthawks, the home team here for game two, rocking the new jerseys that they got this season. The white with the wings, a nice look. Got those purple wings on the sleeves, the purple text across the front, script Nighthawks. And of course the Cyclones rocking the same jersey they had last season, orange to black gradient, top to bottom with the white text. As we get ready to rock here in game two, Jackson Carr will lead us off. First pitch on the way, and for would have been a strike, but it was 61. Speed limit on. So the real first offering here, cut on and missed at 55, broke back into the zone, and Carr went after it. 0-1, skips low, and he holds off. 1-1 from Gradwall. Half swing, but it finds the zone. And Carr's going to need to defend behind 1 and 2. 61, he'll stay alive here. Would have been a strikeout. And Gradwall's kicking himself, grimacing over there on the hill. Thought he had himself a leadoff strikeout.
I give you the power of David.
1-2 once again. Just missed at 56, and it's 2 and 2. Gradwall looking for a first out. He gets it here, 56.
Fuck, bro.
Sits down Carr, and there's one away. Elicits a chuckle out of Drew Gradwall. So one down here at the top of this first inning. Nighthawks now looking for a series win. Shutout in game one, dropped Gradwall's ERA to 1.68. I mean, that is just bananas, a 1.8 whip on the year. But you can't really look at whip when you're only playing 3-inning ball games. Whip, of course, is walks plus hits per inning pitched as that misses up and inside. So it calculates all the base runners you allow as that's pulled foul. Calculates all the base runners you allow and divides it by how many innings you throw. Gradwall working a 1-1 here against Phillips. Misses high inside, and the hitter runs back in front. Huge cut at 45. Really slowed him down right there. Phillips back to the wall down in an even 2-2 count. Did not get a piece of it. It was close. Sounded like it could, but a big time cut right there, and quickly a pair of early strikeouts for Drew Gradwall. If you're the Cyclones, you cannot let him settle in, because once he does it, you're really facing a disadvantage. So 2 down for Eddie Brown, who, as we said, is playing second here in this second game. As he waits on the first pitch and swings through 58 for strike 1. 0-1 up and out. Now the 1-1. Just barely missing over the top of the zone. Tried to catch that upper half. 2-1 half swing just misses, and Brown is in a 3-1 hitters count here. Get me across at 59, finds the zone, loads the count up. Big spot here. The rock and deal. Pulled left side, Playhouse there. On a hop, throw to first in time, and a 1-2-3. Top of the first. Gradwall sits him down in order. Nighthawks looking to strike first when we get back.
The starting pitcher for the Central Cyclones, right-hander, 88, Max Melendez.
So Max Melendez will take the hill for the Cyclones here in game 2. A 2.5 ERA, 2.54 to be, or I'm sorry, a 2.45 ERA, a 2.5 WHIP midway through this season. He's fired 11 innings so far. 9 earned runs, good for that 2.45 ERA. He sports a little Marty Robbins' warm-up song. Great song, great album.
And Max this year stepping into that second game pitcher or third game pitcher, depending on what the team likes to run. Last year he was their starting pitcher for most of the season before David Gibbons stepped in toward the end. Max, I think, has found a little bit more comfort in this role. He's been able to land quite a few more strikes and has really had much more success this year than he did last year. See what he's able to pull out this game, though, as Chance Justice will step in first. First is the batter for Nighthawks here in game 2.
And we'll see what the Cyclones do as we move through this second game and into the third, as the first pitch to Justice is in, but it's 61. That's ripped left field off the wall. It was ripped off the bat of Justice and had quite a bit of carry on it, so he's got to hold up for a single, but gets the Nighthawks in business here in the first. What is technically the first official pitch of the frame with the speed limit, but the advantage you have here if you're the Cyclones is you have both options for game 3. As Playhouse pulls that one right side at the wall, he's going to leave the yard. Jack Playhouse puts the Nighthawks on the board, pushed it the other way, goes backside to give the Northern Nighthawks the advantage. It's 2-0.
And maybe I should have held my words a little bit before Max Melendez threw a couple pitches. May have been a little bit of cast or curse there, as he allows the first home run of the series for the second batter. Drew Gradwall will now step in as the third.
So Gradwall now swinging with an advantage, as that caught the outside corner but sits at 62. That one at 63. Melendez dialing it up after the homer.
I think this is something we've seen Melendez do a couple times, is land just on the high side of the speed limit. Quite an aggressive pitcher.
It's a fine line you walk there as Melendez quickly calls time. 59 in for strike 2. That was the 4th homer of the year as Melendez slipped coming off the mound, but he's able to get there in time. Makes the underhand flip over to Jackson Carr for the first out. Nice recovery there, that's for sure.
Definitely. We saw the slip from Zane Phillips base running in game 1. Seems like the ground could be a little bit more slippery out there after our rain earlier this week.
Yeah, all the rain over the last couple days certainly providing a bit of a challenge as Grossenbacher runs ahead 2-0.
Take a look at the bases. Quite a bit of mud surrounding each side of them.
Ball pulled left side. Phillips easy play and
unlucky.
Slings it over to first for the second out. So the lineup card turns for Chance Justice, 1 for 1 with a single to open this game up, put it all the way out to really the deepest part of the ballpark there at 105, out in left center field. First pitch here in at 63. Melendez really showing off the velo early as that misses low, and even though it was a ball, it was a 62. This time slows it down, induces a swing and miss at 55. 1-1 is pumped out towards center field off the tree. He's gonna leave the yard. Chance Justice to straightaway center. And it's 3-0 Nighthawks here in the first.
And after just 5 batters for the Nighthawks, already triple the amount of runs that was scored in game 1 of the series, bringing it up to 3. Already digging themselves a little bit of a hole here, the Cyclones, that they're going to have to overcome in these following 2 innings if they're going to want a chance to not get swept in the series.
First pitch to Playhouse, in missing inside for ball 1 as he takes a strike here. And that ball was not only hit hard, but hit high. It was all the way out of the frame, high off that tree. As Playhouse is ahead 3-1 now. Hitters count with 2 down, already 3 across. It's a healthy cut on 3-1. Runs the count full.
It's another 55 miles per hour strike here from Melendez. It's going to be hit over to St. Phillips. He's going to throw it over. Jackson Carr isn't able to get a hand on it. It's going to hit the brick wall.
Tried to go for the beanball right there. Didn't quite work out. Playhouse was chuckling about that. So he sets up on first with a 2-out single. As Gradwall sneaks one under the hand of Phillips. He's busy over there at third as throw comes in from Brown, but no advance. Back-to-back 2-out singles. And Philip Grossenbacher has a chance to really blow this game open. Taps the first pitch foul.
Where you can just swim for unlimited hours, but it feels good on your joints.
Same result there. But it was a little over. This one popped up left side. Underneath it is Phillips. And the Cyclones get out of the inning, but a pair of homers give Drew Gradwall some cushion over there on the bump. 3-0 Nighthawks your score as we head to the second.
It was landing. You were hitting it. It wasn't a strike.
Top of the second on tap for you. 3-0 Nighthawks your score. As Melendez swings at the first pitch. Max Melendez, the 4-hole hitter today here in this second game. That just catches about the least amount of zone it possibly can. 0-2 slowed down. Pop-up Playhouse nearly had to go down to a knee. Makes a behind-the-back throw to Gradwall. And a 3-pitch first out. Nice play from Playhouse to come in on that one.
Yeah, that was one of the slowest pitches and hits that I have seen up here in the commentary booth. Playhouse able to get there. Quite a bit of a run up forward. That slow ball.
Love to see the exit velo on that. It's 7. Lineup turns over for Jackson Carr, who takes a ball up and outside. For tapping that one foul. Now, of course, the nice thing is you've got a plastic and metal zone, so you can pretty much hear when you're gonna call something a strike or a ball if a guy is taking. No ABS needed. But that has been really fun to watch at the big league level, as that's tapped foul. It's 2-2. Interesting to see some of the guys that are really good at ABS challenges. His Carr takes a big cut but goes down swinging, and there's 2 down. They tested it a little bit at the college level out of the SEC baseball tournament in Hoover, Alabama, the Hoover Met. And I was telling you, I spent some time around college baseball this season with the Kansas Jayhawks program. What a fun season it was, making it all the way to a super regional, hosting against Oklahoma. First regional ever hosted in Lawrence, first super at that. First pitch to Carr, runs inside. And it's going to be interesting to see how, all levels of the game adapt to technology as Gradwall camps out under that one. And it was 61, my apologies.
Is that not a... It's a speed check, but it's in play.
I thought it just didn't count at all.
Yeah, I thought it was a free. No.
Like a free swing.
Well, that first hit I had, max was 64, but I hit it in play.
I think a hit counts. Like hits, and if you take it for a ball, it counts.
Yeah.
Let me check.
It was a live ball. Yeah. You hit it in play.
No, 61 on the pitch, but it was a live.
Jack says he counts it out when it's up in the air.
I'm biased, so I take it with a grain of salt. But every time it's hit in play, then I don't say anything. But it's up to whatever you guys think.
You know, it's kind of like NFL when there's an offside, but the play still goes.
That's always how I played it. Like,
what are you thinking?
Well, shit. Get rid of the speed limit this game.
I thought it was
a live. He hit a ball that was not out. I mean, it's just like Drew hit his single and it was 64, but it's like, you're not going to make him take away a hit.
So after that brief delay, we were having a little clarification of the speed check rule. A 1-2-3 second inning. So ahead to the bottom of the frame, with the Nighthawks still leading this one 3-0.
Drew Gradwell continues his dominance on the mound.
It was an interesting rule. The debate we were having was there's a speed check on the pitch. It was 61 miles an hour, but the ball was put in play. So we were discussing, we were trying to get a refresher on that rule because, of course, with the ball being put in play, you'd think, oh, maybe we'll let it stand. That's the eventual ruling. As we say, it stands. So it's a 1-2-3 inning. So we're here in the bottom of the second, game 2 of this 3-game series. Nighthawks took game 1, 1-0, and lead 3-0 here in game 2. As Justice swings on the first pitch, grounds it over toward Brown, who comes up firing and makes a throw. Nice play there from Eddie Brown. Phillips was originally trying to make a play on it, but it just snuck under his hand. Nice positioning there from the second baseman. So 1 down for Jack Blehaus, 2 for 2 here in this second game with a homer and a single. As he awaits the first pitch here, and he'll miss inside for ball 1. Same spot, same result, taking ball 2. As that's tapped foul. Blehaus 2 for 2 on the day, and it brings that ERA up north of 500 as that runs inside at 71. Melendez dialing it up. As Blehaus takes ball 4 and takes himself a walk. Didn't even take the bat off the shoulder there on ball 4.
Yeah, the 71-mile-per-hour pitch, probably something you're going to be a little scared of as a batter. At least, not necessarily from getting a strike, but being hit.
Don't think I'd want to wear that one. That would be an issue. So 1 down for Drew Gradwall. First pitch misses up and out. And Blehaus didn't even take the bat off his shoulder on ball 4. Just sat and waited for it, as that'll be a speed check at 61. I believe it was... Oh, that ball is destroyed. Way gone. Up off the tree, Drew Gradwall's gonna leave the yard and make it 5-0.
When I was speaking about the weather earlier, on Monday we saw a lot of balls go high, but don't quite have the momentum to make it all the way out of the field. And we started to see that in game 1 earlier. We saw a lot of balls go high, doesn't quite have the distance, but here in game 2 we've had balls just go soaring up into the air. It's gonna end up with 3 home runs already. First ball is gonna go inside to Philip Grossenbacher.
And the weather is certainly a big factor. You know, less cloud coverage, less moisture in the air allows the ball to fly a little further. I'm no weatherman. This This is my amateur science, as that's tapped foul, but a little more moisture in the air is going to weigh the baseball down a little more, I guess the wiffle ball in this case. It's a little more conducive here as that's grounded over toward Phillips, comes up firing and makes the play for the second out. Melendez trying to get out of the inning as the lineup flips for Chance Justice, 2 for 3 here in this second game. What a spot to be in if you're Drew Gradwall on the hill, because now you've got 5 runs to work with. First pitch up and into Justice.
Almost got that one.
Came back here. Cut on and missed. Strike 2 to Justice. Melendez with that full turn on his windup. That'll run inside for ball 2. Very Johnny Cueto-esque, because that's popped up left side. Brown is there for the third out. But a pair of runs come across, and Drew Gradwall's pitching with a 5-run lead as we head to the third. Nighthawks looking to take game 2 and take a series victory. Third inning on the way, 5-0 Nighthawks your score here in this second game. That Northern Nighthawk offense has settled in a little more after the 1-0 game 1 win. First pitch to Eddie Brown, tapped foul at 57, and he'll take it for a strike. 3-4-1 due up. It's Brown again, just catches a piece of it, pushes it the other way. Brown, Melendez, and Carr. 0-2, staying alive. Brown making contact here in the early going. We'll see if he can turn on one here. 0-2 misses high. Try to get him to chase the high cheese. Gets him low though, 58, swinging strikeout. 1 down here in the top of the third. And it's punch out number 4 here in the second game for Drew Gradwall, really racking up the Ks. It's now 58 on the season.
And going back to our little chat before the series started, Drew Gradwall, really the player to watch on this Nighthawk squad, and really the player to watch so far in the series. Seeing the most action on the mound, able to get most of the outs so far.
He goes to work against Melendez and spins 57 in for strike 1. 58 strikeouts and 32 in a third so far this year for Gradwall. I can't do the math that quick, but that's probably a pretty high K per 9. Is that misses inside to Melendez, and he runs ahead 2-1. He's gonna wear it off the front shoulder here. And a big 3-1 here for Max Melendez. Pops it up. Gradwall there, and there's 2 down. Gradwall doing a nice job of challenging Melendez behind 3-1. Some pitchers are gonna just try to work around the hitter and find a strike, but he goes right after him, and there's quickly 2 away. Nighthawks 1 out away from taking the series.
And that's going to put Jackson Carr in quite a difficult spot. Down 0-5, last out to work with here in the top of the third. Gonna need to come up with something.
Righty-lefty matchup. And my apologies, it's a lefty-lefty matchup. Is that misses low for ball 1. Big hack at 55, just broke at the last second, taken for a strike. Now the 1-1. Outside ball 2. Gradwall trying to lock down this series. Finds the zone at 55, and the Cyclones are down to their final strike. The rock and deal. Just missed in the dirt. Payoff pitch now. Got him at 57. 9 up, 9 down. A perfect game 2 from Drew Gradwall. Unscathed to hand the Nighthawks this series 5-0. The final score here in game 2.
We'll be back shortly with game 3.
I think fourth ever.
Fourth ever?
Yeah.
Like fourth by ever?
No, fourth ever, maybe. 3 of them came against the 2 and 25 Wolfpack like 2 years ago. It's probably the most official one.
Hey, are those hooked up there?
What?
Ask Tom.
I don't think they are.
Oh, he's already back on? I thought you were never going to look at a beer ever again.
Well, changed my mind.
Same as the first game?
Eddie's pitching here.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll just...
All right, I guess this is when we do it. Happy birthday to you.
Well, after his go-ahead and eventual winning home run in Game 2, Robert is with Jack Blehouse, your player of the game.
All right, Jack, tell me about the home run balls that you guys are hitting in that game.
Well, Chance and Drew got them very good. Mine was just, I don't know how it got out. It was very poorly hit. I'll take it. Yeah.
So tell me about the injuries in the ball club. You're the commissioner. What are you noticing here about the playing surface and everything else?
I mean, everything stayed consistent. The only difference is everyone's getting older. I think that's probably what it is. I mean, Tommy Tickett's falling out of the chair. 2 hits to the face. Those are kind of freak incidents. The knee to the face, freak incident. And then I guess the shoulder thing Monday. So I don't know. Hopefully we figure it out over here.
Yeah. How do you follow up a perfect game here? Drew's been playing fantastic ball the first 2 games. You think about keeping it going here? What are you seeing from the pitching side?
I mean, I guess I'm going to start. We don't have Philip Thomas here tonight, so if I get out under the 6-run cap, that'll be a perfect game for me.
All right, well, good luck. Bye, Booth, guys.
So we'll take a look at the lineups for Game 3. Chance Justice leading off for the Nighthawks, who will be the visiting team here in this third and final game. He'll lead off and play third. Blehouse, who we just chatted with, bats second as per usual, and on the hill. Gradwall shifts to first, and Philip Grossenbacher stays at second. That's the lineup for the Nighthawks. And for the Cyclones, Jackson Carr at first, St. Phillips manning the hot corner at third. Eddie Brown will take over on the hill. So bit of an inverse pitching strategy here for the Cyclones. Throwing one guy Game 1 and Game 3. And then Max Melendez shifts back to second as we get ready to get things started. Nighthawks looking for the sweep.
I think that's a shift I've seen a lot of teams take this year, is instead of playing one pitcher in games 1 and 2 and then switching it up for the third game, mixing it up throughout the series. Their main pitcher pitching games 1 and 3, and then second coming in game 2. Ball's going to go low for ball 1. Here is the first pitch of game 3.
It's an interesting strategy. You could call it pitching off in theory, as that's swung on for strike 1, where you see it sometimes at the collegiate level where teams pocket their best starters. That's grounded over toward Melendez. Ball's going to find you. And his first opportunity back in the field results in a nice throw to first and a quick first out. Yeah, you'll see at the collegiate level where teams will, pocket their ace and throw him later on in tournaments and big-time matchups. You save him for the big one. This Playhouse takes a big swing and can't connect with 52. Brown was efficient in game 1, only allowed the 1 run.
Yeah, we'll see if we'll see a shift back to that type of game after 3 home runs were hit by the Nighthawks in game 2.
Bats really waking up as the 2-1 to Playhouse is grounded foul. He was trying to just sit it in that fair territory front corner. But it just rolls foul on him at the last second.
It's a difficult part about that left field over there. Got a couple of roots from the tree, makes the ground a little bit bumpy. Sometimes difficult to really predict how the ball's going to roll.
2-2 offering. In the dirt, count is full. Now the payoff pitch. Cuts on 57. Brown gets him to chase. And there's 2 down in the top of the first for Drew Gradwall.
Eddie Brown really striking back here in the top of the first.
Yeah.
After Drew Gradwell's performance last game, having a perfect game. He'll not see him on the mound here with pitchers.
First pitch popped foul out of play. And it was the 4th perfect game in AWA history thrown by Drew Gradwall. Jack filled us in between games. 4th in league history as he takes a ball here. And how about that for a stat? Of course, first of the season. That'll just miss at 56. 2 balls and 1 strike. Grounded back up the middle. Melendez chases after it, but he can't get the throw off in time. A lot of ground covered there by Max Melendez. Really got on his horse. But Drew Gradwall beats out the throw.
Yeah, really.
Nighthawks are in business with 2 down to the first.
Really able to find the hole there in the defense. There's a lot of space between the ball and any of the fielders, able to get over to first pretty comfortably. Now Philip Rosenbacher will look at ball 1. 61 will be velocity on that, be no pitch.
1-0 here from Brown, slowed him way down, 15-mile-an-hour difference. As Grossenbacher swings through 46. Just underneath 58, and now he'll need to defend. Brown looking to get out of the inning without any more damage.
Hello?
That'll run high and it's some sort of sound effect play. Did you see the clip from the... I don't know if anyone's seen the clip from the Padres-Cubs game. As that slots in for strike 3, and I'll have to get back to my story later. They say don't start a story with 2 outs, and that's exactly why. I'll tell that tale when we get back. Nighthawks pick up a base hit, but nothing more. We head to the bottom of the first. It's Jack Playhouse time. So it'll be Carr, Phillips, Brown due up here in the bottom of the first for the Cyclones. And the story I was going to tell was about that interesting sound effect that got played. No idea what that was.
Average is going to double in this game.
I got to figure that out, get to the bottom of that. But I don't know if you've seen it. There's a clip from a Padres-Cubs game a few weeks ago where Pete Crow-Armstrong's at the plate. And all the lights shut off in the stadium. They start playing Mason Miller's closer entrance in the middle of an at-bat. And the lights flip back on, and you just see him, and he looks just stunned. He does not know what's going on. It is one of the funniest clips I've seen in a long time. First pitch to Carr, misses outside, and we're back underway here in the bottom of the first as that's sent back up the middle off the hand of Blehaus. Changes levels for it. Nice play there by Jack Blehaus to bounce back.
Someone say perfect game?
Jack Blehaus looks at Gradwell and says, "Did someone say perfect game after the first out?" So Zane Phillips steps in here searching for his first homer of this 3-game series. Cyclones in search of their first run of this series. Blanked twice, which is really just a testament to how lights out Drew Gradwell has been today. 2-0, missing high to Phillips, and he's quickly a pitch away from a walk, and he'll take it here.
I mean, yeah, really an impressive performance from Drew Gradwell, especially against the Cyclones team that's quite known for their offense, like Zane Phillips, as he just takes a walk there. I believe Silver Slugger recipient last year, able to hit the most home runs in the league.
Yeah, it's no ordinary offense, not an easy one to quiet the way Gradwell did in the first 2 games. 1-on-1 gone for Eddie Brown as he pulls the first pitch foul.
Straight into the Aaron Schofield tree.
Yeah. 0-1 pulled, foul left side. Justice goes over, but he can't get there. Jack says, "Chance, we need those," and Chance says he should have laid out, but it falls harmlessly into the bullpen. Brown behind 0-2. Blehaus looking for the second out. And Brown thought about it, but he just slams on the brakes. Now the 1-2. A lot of break, but not quite catching the zone. Even 2-2, taps foul. We'll try it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Game 3. Nighthawks took the first 2 as that misses outside. And this battle moves on to pitch 7. Payoff pitch from Blehaus. Pulled left side, foul. We'll try it again.
Eddie Brown really stacking up the fouls at this at-bat. I believe up to almost 4 at this point.
Doing a nice job of staying alive as we'll try it again. The 3-2. Misses outside, and it's 2-on-1 gone. Cyclones in business here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, able to get back-to-back walks, 2 runners on base. This might be the most runners they've had on bases in the whole series. Struggled quite a bit offensively.
First pitch to Max Melendez, pulled left side, foul again.
Really loving that left side of the field right now.
Everybody just early. See if someone can time it up. Missing low outside, ball 1. And Melendez stepped into it. He was ready to swing, but he refrains from doing so. This time he goes around at 50. That one just kind of sat up there, and his eyes lit up, but can't quite get a piece. 1-2, grounded right side. Tough play at first in time. Gradwell hustling to the bag, and he beats Melendez in the foot race. Both runners will move up, so it's effectively a swinging bunt. Not too bad, but now 2 down for Jackson Carr. We'll see if he can deliver here and give the Cyclones their first lead of the game series, their first run of the series. Big spot here for the leadoff man.
They're also, Cyclones, playing for their lives in this series, but also playing spoiler for the Nighthawks to stop them from getting from that first place position. Sweep here would, I believe, tie them with the mojo. First place in the league. That pitch is going to go over the zone for ball 1.
So it is a big game, as you said, for both sides. And of course, this is a Nighthawks team that was at the top last year, found themselves right in the thick of this battle. 2-0 misses out. They're looking to repeat that this year, as that'll miss upstairs and walk the bases loaded for Zane Phillips. Just as it was in game one, that's a sentence that has to strike fear into the hearts of every pitcher in the AWA. Bases loaded, Zane Phillips.
And if there was a time for him to do it, this would be the time for him to do it.
First pitch, big time hack.
Really looking for it, and I need it in this series.
He wanted to drill that one just about all the way to Idaho. That'll miss downstairs, and it's 1-1. Love to hit a homer here, but of course the goal is just to scratch something across, take an early lead, as that'll miss high for ball 2. Huge opportunity here for the Central Cyclones to snag the lead. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Downstairs, ball 3, and it's a hitter's count. That'll miss outside. Phillips selective with his pitches, and it'll bring a run across. Eddie Brown will step in now, as it's 1-0 Cyclones, their first run of the series.
It's going to bring them to a lead as well, 1-0 in this game. Bottom of the first already. Nighthawks already had a chance to put some on the board. Eddie Brown's going to foul that off to left field.
Brown aggressive in his first at bat, aggressive here once again. As that just catches that high outside corner, and Playhouse is a strike away from getting out of it. Looking to strand him low to the 0-2. Just missed. A little more juice behind it, he would have had strike 3, but it just drops out of the zone. As that runs low and outside, tried to catch the outer half, but couldn't quite do it. 2-2 now. Outside in the base, or the count is full, my apologies. 3-2. Just missed ball 4, and another run comes across. Playhouse.
Brown really able to hold off there, goes down 0-2 on the count, looks at 4 balls, doesn't even go for a swing. Able to get another walk in this half inning. Bring the score up to 2-0. Max Melendez will now step in. Still bases loaded, strong chance here for the Cyclones.
Pulled left field, and
hit the left tree.
we'll have to take a look, because the Cyclones seem to think this is a grand slam.
That's a grand slam for sure.
It looked fair from our perspective, but we might have to take another look at it.
Don't know if it's fully in the frame of the replay.
Clearly over the tree.
Yeah, it looked fair to us, and
Third base. Home run.
they're going to call it a homer. So how about that? Max Melendez unloading, leaves the yard and makes it a 6-0 game.
That's actually going to be a run cap for our inning here. 6 runs, the maximum you're allowed to score in the first 2 innings of an AWA game. Bring the lead to 6-0. So the Cyclones will take the field in our second inning.
Guys want cupcake?
I'm good, thank you.
Who's up? Is it top for us?
Yeah.
Top of the second on the way. The Nighthawks got to get something going here in game 2. The Cyclones, a 6 spot in the first inning. You look at this box score and you might be incredibly confused as the first pitch misses inside. And a run ahead 2-0.
I think going back to our conversation about teams and their placement of their second pitcher, my bad, And I think we've kind of seen that play out this year with a lot of 2-1 series is even if a team is slightly disadvantaged, their ability to play with their ace pitcher in Game 3 against a second pitcher of another team gives them an advantage. I think we might be seeing that manifest here.
Yeah, it's a great spot to be in because if you can take Game 1, you put yourself in a fantastic spot as Justice is down swinging to lead off the second. Puts you in a fantastic spot because you take that first game, which unfortunately not the case here for the Cyclones, but if you can open up the series with a win, you have a serious pitching advantage in that third game. As we look at our box score, nothing on 1 hit so far for the Nighthawks, as that's in for a strike. The Cyclones, 6 runs on 1 hit.
A lot of walks.
That's an unbelievable stat line.
What we saw there.
So that'll miss up high, 1-1 as Playhouse watches strike 2.
It's right at 60 for Eddie Brown. Able to just catch the inside of the zone.
Playhouse just catching a piece of that. It's a very tucked swing. You'll see him kind of tuck himself in as that's grounded left side. Throw to first. Easy play, Phillips to Carr for a second out. So quickly 2 down for Drew Gradwall.
Has
see
been
if he can be the spark. Sorry.
In this series for the Nighthawks.
That's
especially
for sure.
On the defensive side. See if he's able to pull out something here on the offensive side. Going to really need something out of him to get them back in the series. Already 2 outs in the second inning.
First pitch from Brown misses inside at 58. 30th pitch of the day for Eddie Brown.
Okay, cool.
Same spot, same result. It's 2-0. Cyclones will send out 1-2-3 as that's tagged foul and out of play. It'll be Carr, Phillips, Brown to open up the second. Pushed back up the middle. Down to his knees goes Brown, an athletic play to cap off a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the second. 6-0 Cyclones, your score.
Don't give up. 6 runs? Yeah, well, then it's over. It doesn't matter anyway, yeah. So if we're getting close, then we'll put Philip in. Okay. Put in Chance. Actually, no, hey, if that's the case, let's let Philip go. Okay, so put Philip pitching, I'll go to third.
New pitcher on the hill for the Nighthawks. Philip Grossenbacher goes to work, and this is his season debut on the hill. This might actually be his career debut on the bump.
Yeah, I can't recall if I've ever seen him up there. Jack Playhouse, captain of the team, seems to be not so impressed with his performance in first inning and pull himself in favor of Grossenbacher.
So he'll see 1, 2, and 3 in a 6-0 ball game. Jackson Carr to lead us off.
4 runs here from the Cyclones would actually mercy ruled this game and prevent us from going to a third inning.
Oh, yeah. Hey, keep that ball.
First pitch into Carr for a strike. There's the first career strike for Philip Grossenbacher as that misses down low. Yes, 2-1, big time cut from Carr. Free swinging right now. Here's the 2-2. Up and out, ball 3. Grossenbacher looking for his first career punch out. As that's tipped foul and Carr stays alive. It's more of a chase than a stay alive pitch. So the count's still full, 3-2, bottom 2. 6-0 Cyclones, your score. Nighthawks already That misses low, ball 4, and a leadoff free pass dealt to Jackson Carr.
I think when we see some of these newer pitchers on the mound, teams will play a little bit more aggressive with their swing and just try to find something. The less experienced pitchers.
Phillips ahead 1-0, now ahead 2-0. Pair of walks already under his belt here in game 3. As that stays high and it's ball 3. Outside, he takes a third walk, and it's first and second with nobody down for Eddie Brown. Ryman accidentally. Melendez sitting on deck. Should Brown get aboard, he would represent the game-ending run. First pitch to Brown, pulled foul over toward the tree. Now the 0-1. Runs inside, taken for a ball. Little brush back there. 1-1, similar spot. A little closer to the zone this time. Now the 2-1. Upstairs, ball 3. 3-1 pitch. Sent back up the middle. Justice will make the bean play over at second. Came up firing and hit Phillips to make the out there. Carr moves to third. Phillips thrown out at second. So runners on the corners with 1 down now for Max Melendez. He's got a chance to make this 9-0. Already 1 homer so far, the grand slam. Now an opportunity for a 3-run shot. First pitch to him. Sent back toward Grossenbacher, makes the play on a couple hops, but can't decide where to go. Had an opportunity at first, double clutched, looked home, and everybody's safe. It's going to score a run. Heads up base running by Brown to go first to third. As that's pulled right side, it'll score a run. Melendez moves to third. An athletic play from Gradwall, who stepped on the bag and started chasing down Melendez. Carr out at first, but it scores another run. So 2 outs and a runner on third as that misses inside to Phillips, who represents the game-ending run right now. Pulls one left side. Blehaus comes home in time. Fantastic throw from Jack Blehaus. And it looks like it was just in time to get him.
Yeah, the ball beats him there.
Nobody mercy rules in that house.
So they get him for the third out. And Blehaus says it. Nobody mercy rules the Nighthawks.
Yeah. All right, come back to these boys. Hey, how about we see Jackson pitch, Jay? Only fair.
Yeah, my pitcher rating brings my overall rating down, so... Yeah.
So get in there.
We could go have another inning.
Go 1-3.
So Philip Grossenbacher will lead off this third inning. As he pushes that back up the middle, Phillips bobbles it and can't make the throw.
Good work, 1-3. Content. Thank God we're not wearing the white.
Oh, yeah. Well, it covers my asshole, so.
So 8-0 Cyclones, your score now. Of course, now here in the third, no run cap, so if the Nighthawks can string together a few hits, they'll find themselves with an opportunity to try to charge back into this one. First pitch to Justice is low for ball 1. So huge spot here. That's pulled left field and gone. Chance Justice leaves the yard, his second of the series. And the Nighthawks are on the board. It's 8-2.
Good boy.
That one got out in a hurry, too.
Man, tell me good boy. Good boy.
Absolutely ripped, and it's going to clear Club 65.
I believe that's going to be the second home run for Justice in the series. Going to bring the Nighthawks into this game, now trailing by 6 runs, 2-8 in the top of the third.
All right, 4.
You got to do it a run at a time. Rockin' fire here in for a strike. Big spot here. Jack Playhouse looking to prolong this, pushes it back up the middle. Brown underhand flip, and he makes the play for the first out. So Eddie Brown recovering nicely from the homer to pick up out number 1, and the Cyclones are 2 outs away from salvaging this third and final game. It'll be Drew Gradwall 1 for 2 with a single in this third game. That just misses outside for a ball 1. Brown with that high front leg kick as he loops one in at 51. A lot of arc underneath that one as he finds the zone. Now the 1-1. Set back up the middle. Easy play for Melendez, who delivers to Carr for the second out. Hard 90 there from Drew Gradwall, booking it down that first base line, but just not in time as there's 2 down. Brown trying to close this one out, give the Cyclones at least 1 victory.
Grossenbacher on the other side trying to help himself out, give himself another chance. Going to look at strike 1 that just hits the top of the zone.
That was an unbelievable pitch. I mean, just ridiculous break on that. As the 0-1 misses low, taken for a ball. Grossenbacher looking to prolong this inning. As he waves at 59, and the Nighthawks down to their final strike here in Game 3. Brown looking to close out the series. And he can't do it here. Grossenbacher thought about it, but holds off, no swing. Now the 2-2. Grounded back to him, underhand flip, and that'll do it. Nighthawks take 2 at 3, but the Cyclones explode for 8 runs in the third and final game. Max Melendez, a big-time grand slam. 2-1 series in favor of the Nighthawks, but the Cyclones wrap it up on a high note. 8-2 your final score, and that will wrap it up for week number 5. Into the back half of the season we go. And it's still all to play for at the top of the league. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you later.